Alrighty, good morning and welcome to Breakfast Chat. So we're doing a little theme today on Fallout 3. This is a crate that we put together for my son for one of his birthdays. And if you're a Fallout 3 person, you kind of appreciate some of the work we did. Because you're always finding crates. And the crates are always finding neat stuff, which we will start once I get breakfast started. So I got my shady hat, which is once you get to, I think, the second part of Warrior's book, you get the shady hat, which adds your luck and possibly perception. But it's a cool hat. I'll wear it, even though it lowers my armor class a little bit. It's just something cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with, you guessed it, bacon. Always got to start with the bacon. So I get the skillet warmed up. We'll get some bacon in there because life is just boring without bacon for breakfast. I was going to try to live stream this. Signal was not happening, so I will upload this and then later on probably re-upload it as a premiere so we can do a live chat in between. Hopefully John from Prepper Nation will join in on the live chat. Usually when the premieres, they load those up at work. And if possible, I can pop it up in the evening. So what do we have in the crate? Well, we got a 6-pack of Nuka-Cola that my daughter made the labels for. What else? And turpentine. These are things you find in the wasteland. Screwdriver. We'll just call it pork and beans. Adjustable wrench. No drugs, people. And Wonder Glue. So this is something we put together for him on one of his birthdays. I forget which one. But bought the crate, I think at Jewel for like $3. I seen it and I said, I got an idea. So we did put this together with the help of my daughter. And she crafted a lot of the cool stuff. And we tried to make it look rustic. If you're not familiar with the game, it's a fun game. It's one of the very few I play. I was doing a live stream last night while I was playing Fallout 4. Now this theme is from Fallout 3. And the one thing I like about the Fallouts is the music soundtrack is great, especially on Fallout 3. Three Dog! Thanks for listening. So, I'm going to put this as a recording. It'll come out clear. We won't have that circle of death. I won't have to worry about, oh my God, I'm missing something, because I can always hit the pause button. So I've got the bacon going. Bacon. So remember, when you're trying to stay in shape, nutrition is key. And so is sleep. So I did get my 6 hours of sleep last night. I've got eggs to cook later. So I have eggs from the neighbor. And then I do have some left from Jewel. And on sale for 99 cents a dozen, limit 2, I bought 2. 99 cents, gotta go for it. Also, last night I did about 11-minute video that I'll be getting posted also, where I cut up a couple bars of Irish Spring to hopefully protect my garden from the critters that seem to be digging it up. Now they killed one of my potatoes. I want to see if it's going to come back, but if not, I'll just replant one. I got some potatoes there that I think are getting ready to go to seed. And then to add a little bit of flavor to the eggs, I'm going to drop some cheese in there to make things taste a little bit better. So let me keep this down low. How low can you go? I also got the lamp. You see that in the Fallout 3 series. I hope to have some nice little new artwork popped up there, which I think John at Prepper Nation will appreciate. I know every now and then I try to get creative. Not the best at it, but I try. Although one time a daughter showed me a short video on let's get creative. And so if you can Google that and find it, it's kind of like a paper anime one. It's interesting to say the least. One of my favorites actually. Well, I got the baking going. It'd be a good time about the Instagram trolls. So I'm going to do that, and maybe I can do some editing and have it in big letters. Instagram trolls. So these are comments I get on Instagram on my videos. They are getting less and less, but every now and then you do get somebody who gets loud and proud, and they're like, dude, did you look at my bio? Did you see that I'm ranked? Says, yes, I'm actually benching that weight. It's in the record books. And then they'll try to either go away. On a few occasions, they apologize. But my advice to anybody who's commenting on somebody's video and that, do a little research before you open your mouth. Because most of the time, you're going to make a fool of yourself. I watched another one, young man was benching more than me. I think he was repping 405, and you know, like me, doesn't look like he should be able to do it. I don't either. So I went and researched him. You know, he power lifts out of Canada. He's ranked. All right. He's had a sanctioned raw bench of 467 pounds. That is fantastic. So I'm watching the comments he's getting. And people are like, oh, ain't no way, it's fake, yada, yada, yada. And I said, you know, if you go to it, I sent them the link, and did this, before you sit there and type this, you wouldn't have made the statement, okay? The young man is ranked, all right? That's a junior master, ranked, in a raw lift, lifts more than me. Awesome, I give him a congratulations. Because at first, yeah, it didn't look like he had it in him. But looks can be deceiving. Trust me. Okay? When I'm in a new gym and I tell them to, you know, go 365 on, 385, 405, they're kind of looking at me like, what the heck? I mean, even last Saturday, as bad as the meet went, it happens, talking about the experience, I ain't going to worry about it. I still went and warmed up and, you know, through the quarter, 315, 365. I had a group of about 4 come in, start warming up. Finally, the one guy asked me, what do you want on there? I said, throw 385 on there. And he's just like looking at me like, huh? And then I pressed it. The people there were great and had a really good time with them. And it's usually what happens with powerlifting meet is you meet people that you have a good time with. On Instagram, you get people that say stupid stuff. So first of all, Mr. Roy Bodybuilder, and you can tell he's taking everything out of the pharmacy he can, first tells me it must be fake because I'm not muscular enough. And somebody goes, dude, he's ranked. You know, he's on open powerlifting. You know, I told him, I said, yeah, that's funny. Here's my ranking. I said, maybe you should read first before you comment. And his next thing, well, you must be on steroids. Like, dude, make up your mind. Either I look big enough to do this, or I'm on steroids. You can't be both. All right? I said, that's silly. Oh, you must have cycled at one time. Well, I don't even have a cycle. No bicycle whatsoever. Yes, I know what it means. I have friends that do that. I'm not one of them. I don't cycle. I don't care if you do. You're an adult, make adult decisions. But if you are somebody who's on these performance-enhancing drugs, whatever they may be, don't look on down on somebody who's not. All right, just like if you're not on those things, you really shouldn't be saying anything to somebody who is. All right, people make choices. We're adults. Respect their choice. Respect my choice. If you're going to talk down to me and you're on that stuff, yeah, you probably should. And they're over, oh, you know, trend's wonderful. Dude, I know you hear trend all over. Why go trend? You hear this word trend. You know what trend's for. It's not for getting stronger. All right? It's for getting leaner. Not on trend. I don't have a six-pack. You know, they'll say some other things. And I have to Google them because I don't take these things, so I have to research it. And then when I research it, I'm like, it doesn't do that. You know, the kid's going, oh, you must be on steroids because that's why you've got strong tendons and joints. None of those do that. None of them. Enhance, one of the dangers is almost all the drugs make your muscles stronger, might make you leaner, but a lot of them had adverse effects on your tendon strength, and that's why you see that incline and there goes his pec. Well, he took a lot of stuff to make his muscles stronger, but they don't really do the tendons, or they don't give the tendons and the ligaments enough time. I've been lifting for almost 50 years. My ligaments and tendons are strong because I've been lifting for 50 years. So if you are going to make the steroid comment, know what the product actually does before you type it out. Because anybody who's on trend knows I'm not on trend. I was talking to a buddy of mine who was at the meet, and he told me, he goes, oh yeah, that's anger in a bottle. You know, if you want to be pissed off all the time, that's the thing to do. All right, and he does a lot of things under the doctor's supervision. So he was telling about the side effects and the things you have to worry about. And he has to have his blood liver tested every 2 weeks. So, you know, if you are going to do the performance enhancing drugs, do it under a doctor's supervision, like he does. All right, no, he's not doing it for ego. He's doing it because he competes, and if you compete in bodybuilding, you have to. You will not get big enough to win anything unless you're on that stuff. That's all there's to it. You know, last year when he competed, they told him you need to get bigger. Dude. Now, this is a guy who used to be severely overweight, and now he has a bodybuilding thing, so his health is better compared to what it was. But you know, he doesn't sit there and preach to people who don't take the performance enhancing drugs. Alright, so, you know, if you're on Instagram and you see somebody do something that, just because you can't do it doesn't mean it's fake. Now, other fake stuff out there, yeah, it is. And you usually can tell. But yes, the weights have holes in them because they're called revolver weights. And if you ever were in a hardcore gym, you would know this. Alright, so it tells me that you haven't been anywhere but Planet Fitness. Now, if you're at Planet Fitness, that's fine. But, you know, I say that to people who sit there and try to become the expert, and you're not the expert. Alright, you're not. And I'm not the expert on everything. Some things I know really well. And I know those sayings, don't tell me how to do it. I know better than you. On things I don't know, I go to somebody who does. And I learn from them. Alright, instead of saying something stupid, I learn from them. And I think inherently that is a problem with some of our people. I wouldn't say just kids, because they're grown men doing this stuff. Is they tend to open their mouth or type on the keyboard before they research what they're looking at. Alright, they've seen something, so now everything must be on. Oh, I've heard the word trend. Everybody's on trend. No, everybody is not on trend. Alright? Oh, if somebody says you're supposed to, you know, have an arch. So if you're not doing an arch, you're doing it wrong. Someone said you're not supposed to have an arch. So if you have an arch, you're doing it wrong. No, you're doing what's comfortable for you. Alright, just get in the gym and lift. Stop trying to be the expert you are not. Alright? You should be promoting and motivating instead of degrading. And generally just making an ass of yourself. Alright, and that's how we look at you. You have ones that do it on purpose because that's their, unfortunately, it's how they feel they have a life. Feel sorry for it. I mean, this kid goes, well, you don't really have big muscle structure, I feel sorry for you. Why the hell would you feel sorry for me? So number one, if we met in the gym and you said that to me, you'd lose, all right? And I am far stronger than you, and taller than you, more experienced than you are, all right? I looked at you about you're 5'6", all right? Not making any shame, but if you're gonna talk crap, yeah, you better be the mountain, all right? Better be Brian Shaw, and he doesn't do that. Brian Shaw's a nice man, I met him. All right, so feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for you that this is how you spend your day. Sitting there and trying to degrade people. You're in the fitness industry, you should be trying to motivate. If you're not motivating, shut up and get out of it. Really. Because if you say that stuff to me in the gym, and I go to a lot of them, I'm going to embarrass you. And I did it with one guy, you know, just because he was bad, I was benching heavy. And he's probably in his 50s. Oh, I gotta burst your heart that way. You're supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to do this, and you do you, and I'll do me. And don't talk to me about what's good for your heart and not. When I'm looking at you, and you're obviously on a lot of performance-enhancing drugs. Now, I'm gonna ask you if you are. All right, you've got the puffy skin, the red skin, you got the leathery skin, you got the sunburned look. All right, so don't even go there about me lifting heavy weights and saying it's unhealthy. All right, you need to look in the mirror. I've been doing this all my life. Do I tell people, oh, you have to lift heavy? Absolutely not. First of all, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? And then we'll make a plan for that. Tell you, 80% of the time, what people need to work on is nutrition. And I would say the other number one thing they need to work on is rest. They don't get enough sleep. All right, you can't burn the candle at both ends if you're working out in the gym and not eating enough and not sleeping enough, and winter come, you're not making any gains. You're not giving your body a chance to recover. I am taking the week off of lifting heavy weights. Now, I'm still doing exercise, and it's tough for me to take that week off, but about 3 times a year, I try to stay out of the gym for about a week. It gives my body a chance to really heal back up, and it helps me get remotivated. So sometimes time off is a good thing. All right, so what did I do today instead of going to the gym? I went down, I chopped down a tree. So, Miss Worm, you listen to this? Reminded of the Monty Python song. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay with going and sleep all day. I chop down trees, I skip and jump, I go to another tree. And then the other verses get quite silly. I also swing a sledgehammer. So I did sledgehammer for hammer time. I swung the sledge around. I swung my Scottish claymore around. Later on, I'll be raking gravel. All that is exercise. And obviously, as far as saying here's stuff you can do at home, and these also will keep you in shape. It's just you got to be consistent about it. So obviously, I'm not going to chop down a tree every week. I run out of trees, but I did chop it down with an axe. So I have a chainsaw. I've got 2 of them. All right, but I did with an axe just to get that exercise in there. I will probably chop it up into smaller sections with a chainsaw, but that's what I was doing for right now. Last night, I was spreading the soap chips. We had the Irish Spring, and Joni Friels, the singing beaverine, told me this would keep the animals out of my garden. So I chopped up 2 bars. I'm going to chop up another bar and spread it out today. And I'll probably do another midnight video. I think you're going to enjoy the one I download. If you stay with it till late enough, I'll probably do a short too. But going out in the pile with a flashlight, you get to see different life. So I got to film, and hopefully it came out pretty clear. A snapping turtle, about that big, about the same size as my painted turtle. So I know I got 2 turtles living out there. And that's good. They have 2 different species of turtles. Kind of tells me I might be doing something right. So today is going to be about doing some yard work. I am going to go and throw. I need to throw, so I'm going to throw after I digest breakfast. Just try and time it. It's all about timing. Then I also still get to the store. So we got bacon. Time for some eggs. Remember, eggs go into the food bucket. So I'm going to split the eggs between the ones I get from the neighbor. But I still do want to use up the ones I bought from the store. I do prefer the neighbor's eggs by far. Hang on a second, I'm going to shell. But I will only buy them when they're really on sale like that. When they're on sale and they're that inexpensive, then I'm good to go. So, got the eggs in there. Let's put in our secret spices. Suspiciously like salt and pepper. Actually, I'm probably even going to leave the salt out of it. You tend to get pretty much all the salt you need from your food, but different people like different amounts of salt. I know my wife likes a lot of salt. She shouldn't, but she does. I try to control it when I can. Remember, drink lots of water. Hydration is key to good health. A glass of water before you go to bed helps prevent heart attacks. And you could also consider it a little bit of exercise when you gotta get up at 2 in the morning and go to the bathroom. But I try to make sure I stay well hydrated at work. I drink 2 or 3 of these when I'm here at home, and I drink about 2 or 3 of those at work. And then I have at least half of one of these before I go to bed, sometimes a full one. So I'm getting about 7 bottles of water a day. That's not counting when I'm drinking milk, because I do. So let's stir up the eggs. And then we'll sprinkle some cheese into them. And of course, season them with A1. Because I like A1. We got that cooking. Let's get the A1 out there and get ready to eat. So this was to be a live stream, but it just the internet was not going to cooperate, and the only thing worse than not having a live stream is having a very poor live stream. So I will upload this. Try to maybe make it an instant premiere. We'll see how that works. When I start uploading on the phone and what I can do with the computer are 2 different things. So I actually may take the computer with me to work. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more control. I'll sprinkle some cheese. The cheese is flavor and added protein. So I had 4 eggs, so there's 24 grams of protein. 5 pieces of bacon, that's probably 6 grams, so there's 30. And then I'll have at least 20 grams of protein worth of Fairlife milk, if not more. Remember, my merchandise is available. I'm Fallout umbrella, coffee cups, crazy old man strength, and the McBean Scottish Finnish. And then we'll see what other sorts of merchandise the daughter and I can come up with. Need to get her on the phone so we can brainstorm a little bit. gonna be a small, short rainstorm. Yeah, don't belong there, John. What was I thinking? And then I might be running the aluminum cans to the old junkyard here pretty quick. I got the bacon. Getting ready to put the eggs on there. So I'm just letting get enough heat through it to melt the cheese. Put it on the plate. Sprinkle the A1 steak sauce on there, and life will be good. Let me know what you think about the Fallout 3 merchandise. It is something that I put together a long time ago, and it was pretty cool. So if you want these, well, go to your store. These are about $3 to $5, sometimes they're more. Get yourself some spray paint, some stencils, go to town. Unless you really, really want me to make you one and send you one, it will be expensive. Just shipping alone will be expensive. This is eating good in the neighborhood. Come on. Whee! And then, kind of like bar rescue. Gotta give it a good shake and be smiling. I could probably make a drink with A1. They do it with other stuff. It could be the Scottish Fitness bourbon. Let me see, a little bourbon, ice, and a shot of A1. Sounds scary, but you never know. Could be the next big thing. This is breakfast looking good. So for McBee Scottish Fitness, everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining in. Hope you do enjoy this as a premiere when I get that loaded up, which will probably be Friday.